On the topic of evading ball qual, he's coming into this game with a whole heap of confidence considering the calibre of players that he has stopped over the last couple of weeks.
Shut him down!
How do you shake the tag of ball qual, Pete? With the killing over there and the attacking of the Jewish community over there in Sydney. So our thoughts, and I speak on behalf of everyone here in the building, Joey, Derek and us, our thoughts are with not only the Jewish community over there in Sydney and...
Next to him, thank you.
Bull already getting spoken to. Sure, there'll be plenty of that throughout this one. It'll be physical. And we're underway. As I said, full house in Canberra.
Get him under some type of foul pressure. Qual.
And he's been knocking that down.
He's been stroking it. One of the best true shooting percentages in the league.
I just thought, well, I'll just give a little hit in the shoulder to Bryce, give one away.
Great pass.
And that is great chemistry from Brown to Cheatham.
And that's what I like about Brown. Nice and hard. Cheatham knows how to elevate.
Clearly the best of the top 20 coaches that have coached games in the NBL. He's almost 200 games clear of Lindsay Gaze now as Qual looked to be aggressive. And he was met at the basket. And he makes it count.
Oh, what?
And Vasiljevic.
Well, he gave up an easy two, Joey, to get the high-risk three.
He's been shooting well from the three-point line. Vasiljevic the last 5 or 6 games, up over 50%.
Whoa.
There's Davis feeling good. So is this somewhat of a statement game tonight, don't you think, for the Sydney Kings if they do knock off Adelaide for the second time this season?
Well, if you start looking, as Troy Brown Jr. misses that one, but if you look through their victories, Bryce gets an easy mid-range. We think that he's in his mid-20s. He's still in his young 20s.
He scored in single digits 6 of the last 7 games, Jalen Galloway. And again, they get some second chance opportunities. Out rebounding Sydney early.
There's a spin.
And there he goes. He gives it up for a better look. And that's the unselfish and brilliant KD to Cooks.
It's so quick and tight. Watch this. White has no idea where he went.
White went back to the locker room looking for this guy. And then you sort of forget about him, and that's when he kills you at the end of the game.
Because you can't mistake him not scoring for you doing a good job as he gets away on a breakaway.
There is his second steal, and he shows he's still got some hops. And it could have ended in disaster, Derek, because you just look and think, Mike Wells.
See, for a guy who's never dunked, it's hard for him to say anything.
There's Cooks.
Oh, boy.
Double team, and almost another steal, and then delivered over. Great find for Suarez down low. Bit short.
We got numbers.
Davis just went off and running, and then puts on the moves again. Was caught Cotton napping. Isaac White. There's Robertson. Wants to be aggressive, it's a good D. And then Cotton this time caught Kendrick Davis napping. Now they're going back and forth now.
Davis was in hard.
Now Malowich trying to guard Bryce Cotton, who, as we've seen this season, his best year with an assist, this time to Flynn Cameron. Adelaide doing it pretty comfortably, you feel.
Oh, boy.
And there's the move from Bryce. Boy. How many times have we seen that from the superstar?
He's got Malowich. He's dancing on him, and we know what he's going to do. He's trying to get points. 4 assists and 3 steals, and we're not even halfway through the second.
Well, they decided to take advantage of the mismatch, and that was a good bit of play. They go through Bryce, who's now got the experience of Delvedova, who's guarded some of the best players in the world. And Cotton.
But they don't close off the gap. Galloway doesn't come strong enough, stands up in his stance. Cotton splits him, draws the foul. Good research, Pete.
Yeah, we know ChatGPT be making errors all the time.
Delvedova at the other end.
And I'd be running at Cotton right now. They've got to start doubling him and getting the ball out of his hands.
That's what they do. But what it means is they leave DJ Vasiljevic wide open, and he knocks down.
The #1 defense in the league is being ripped to pieces. DJ knocks down the 6th 3 of the game for the 36ers.
His 3rd triple, and he's got 14.
Now, the geometry was tough because DJ was so deep out on the floor. As Malowich gets one at the basket.
We might not have funding anymore after Leonard's comments.
No, they'll be at the basketball. That's where they're going. That's what I'm saying. They'll sell out every night.
Davis finds Suarez. Now, Brown. This time, Vasiljevic will get another good look. And that was almost there. Cheatham.
Hello.
Cleans it up and throws it down.
One of the most athletic and dynamic utility men, garbage man that we have in the league, and Davis.
Guys, even after their last 2 very impressive wins over Perth and United, Brian Goorjian said the glass and defensive transition are big keys for them. He'll be happy with the way they've started here, but that is a big focus for the second half.
They're trailing 24-12 in the rebound statistic at halftime.
And they've decided to put Dellavedova on Cotton. And
Isaac White guarding Kendrick Davis. And now Malawatch knocks it down.
very underrated player. I think he's shown promise in his previous 2 seasons. Never really been given the opportunity like this season.
It's Quatnoy guarding Troy Brown.
They picked the defense up, Joey.
That's what you said earlier we saw against Melbourne in that second half on the weekend.
The report before the game was that he was okay, but maybe that's a factor.
Suarez this time gets it to fall. The assist from Kendrick Davis.
Maybe replay. Davis has been so dynamic and creative, and this was Suarez where he needs to find seams. He needs to figure out ways to be impactful in the scoring column.
Cheatham just decides to go straight to the basket and then not even close. Nothing going the offensive way for Adelaide this quarter.
Oh.
Cooks just blows by him and throws it down. He's up to 15. It was 14-2 up until that point.
Which he's normally very good with, and then Cook stands him up with his left hand en route to a 2-hand dunk. Kings are well and truly back into this one as White finishes off the glass and one. Xavier Cooks having a strong game. 15.
Here is Noy. So just the 2 field goal attempts in his almost 8 minutes. Dellavedova also being quiet, but there it is again for Xavier Cooks.
With 3 fouls, there's no reason to go crazy and get a 4th one.
And then Cooks plays it straight up and swats it away and gets the crowd involved. Dellavedova looking to be more active this quarter. Again, they go to Cooks. He's been the one with the hot hand this 3rd term. And again, he drops another one. And he's now the game-high leading scorer.
Looks like he missed the block out on Troy Brown Jr.
Look at those second chance point opportunities. 16 to zip. That's because of the dominance on the boards. As Robinson comes on and the Sydney Kings lead for the first time.
Brian Goorjian knows that this isn't over. He still wants more effort from his group, really hustling on the loose balls. He said, guys, I've got 3 timeouts. Go hard and I'll give you a break when it's needed.
And Dellavedova is looking to post Cotton up as Qual attacks. Cook's going to work. Now got 21. Finishing.
He's on track to have his best night of the year. Cheatham almost travelled, found Cameron, who had all the time in the world to knock it down.
I thought he did travel.
Now just 2 of 7 from the 3-point line. 6 of 16 overall. Cotton will just keep making the right option, and that time it was to find Humphries.
Humphries, that easy shot.
Now Malawatch had it stripped away, and it fortuitously falls back to him. So it's just turned into a real arm wrestle now, this game. Cotton again finds Humphries.
Ooh.
And now Davis has Malawatch in transition. And we're all square once again.
Just got the feeling Kendrick feels like he's in control of this game. Transition 3-ball. Big hit. Bull, Qual, baby.
Foul is what led to it as Troy Brown Jr. gets a wide open one. Oh, wow, in and out.
They've had a lot of them in this half, the Adelaide 36ers, but luckily Cameron's there. 2 quarters, Sydney have won 1. Not that it matters for Sydney, they are out of the Ignite Cup, but for Adelaide, a couple of points will be handy, but they will want the 3 for the win as Xavier Cooks.
I want to see a shot attempt.
And Derek, you know why? Because other teams are watching. If we shut down these superstars, we know you other guys aren't aggressive enough, so we're not worried about you.
To be able to put tough times behind you and be aggressive.
36ers thought it was travel. Cooks lost the handle. Now the defensive end. He blocks Humphries.
Shoot that ball strong and with belief as Cotton gets to the rack.
Gives it up. Cameron's already knocked one down. Make it 2. Bryce finding Cameron. He could be the man. He's had a couple already. That was as good a look as you'll get all night.
Terrible breakdown defensively by Sydney.
And Kendrick Davis just too quick. Blows by Troy Brown. Chance to finish it off.
Contest here. He just blows by Troy Brown Jr. Gets the contact.
You just feel this is Bryce time. Inside the final 2 minutes. Down by 4. This is what he lives for. Cheatham caught it with some momentum.
Ooh.
Foul has been called.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy! How many times?
Bryce Cotton just said, what were you saying, Leonard?
Are you serious? He said, sit down, Leonard. Point play.
And they try and switch out.
80% on the career. Steals himself and makes the first.
Right here. Go.
Comes up short. Sydney, they're going to go for it. Kendrick Davis just wants to take the 2, and he got it away in time. And just as Pete Hooley wanted, we get overtime. Ignite Cup Wednesday in Canberra. You are the best, Derek, at just getting a feel for momentum and flow. Who do you think it favours this overtime? Is there a team that's got an advantage, or?
Slightly in favour of the Kings.
And there's Daly. Been quiet offensively. Cheatham looking for the handoff. Cotton, who had 7 points in that 4th quarter after going scoreless in the 3rd, sets it up for Cheatham.
While you're up there, just go ahead and dunk it, Cheatham.
He's got 8 and 13. Davis, the pass was just slightly out in front of him, and then everyone parted, so he was able to help himself to another couple.
Very twitchy, explosive player, Kendrick Davis.
Here's Cameron now. Kicks it out. Brown's had a number of looks, and that's a good one.
Catch it and shoot it in rhythm with belief.
Turning it over by making that pass. Take the shot.
10 points for Troy Brown. First time in his short career with the 36ers. Dove it over again. Gets another.
Good job by Delhi not to force the...
That was good effort from Brown to support. Davis again gets inside.
So electric, shifty.
14 tonight. Dellavedova said, I want the moment. I'll take responsibility. And he coughs it straight up. Cameron should be able to finish, and it's back to a 1-point game.
Wow, this is at that rough period of just 26 seconds. The shot clock is on, and the Kings are having trouble in the backcourt.
36ers apply the pressure, which means Quoll is going to end up getting an unattended layup.
45 wide.
It took a while to commit that foul.
So they're going to go to the bonus here. 3 fouls in overtime.
Dellavedova makes the first. And a man who will not shy away from the big moment. So Adelaide might run out of time. They don't foul Bryce. Out of the Sydney Kings. Back-to-back overtime wins. But this time, they trailed by 18 points in the 2nd quarter against the #1 team in the competition.